getting started with the outdoor season, and it's always it starts off pretty hot with going to San Antonio against some of the best teams in the country. We'll have Texas A&M, Texas, and several other schools, Oklahoma, things like that, and we're fortunate to be invited to that event. And then the following week we're at Texas Relays, which is one of the biggest meets in the country. There'll be about 30,000 people that are going crazy, and we hope to be, and it will also be on be televised live and nationwide, so be a good chance to show off for the Zips. And we're right back right after the indoor season, trying to pick up with, we want to continue to put ourselves in a position to win conference team championships, get our kids to nationals, and to do well at nationals. And this is definitely a great event to get us started right. It's a very big deal, and that's really what it's about, is making sure that we're learning, that we're competing. Now, some of our top athletes, it's not a big deal for them to get their marks. They'll get their marks this weekend or next week, and so we're not as much, for them, we're not as much concerned about that. We just want to get them against quality competition, so that prepares us when we go against them at the regionals and we get to nationals, and we move through that process, because it's it's no longer as much about marks as it is about being competitive. And again, you can ask for better meets to get against some very good people. We also have athletes that are on the margins, and they do need to try and get themselves some marks. And this is a great opportunity to get that done early. Some of them will not be able to. It's tough. It's still early in the season, and we got to make sure we prepare them by the end. But again, from a condition standpoint, weather, facilities, competition, it's everything you want out of the competitions you want to have as a program. Sometimes I wish these meets were a little later in the season, but that's what we have to start off with, and it is a great way to start and get our kids rolling. We'll also be able to be down there and be able to train and in nice weather and be able to prepare ourselves the best possible way so we can take on the rest of the outdoor season. You're always looking for those breakout performances when you get outdoors, and it's a different animal. And there's people that are developing during the year. The thing we usually look at is things like the 400 hurdles. There'll be people that suddenly, you can't do that indoors. There'll be some people that pull out. We've got quite a bit of competition. We've got 3 really good hurdlers in the 400 hurdlers on the women's side. Should be some people that do some, I expect 1 or 2 of those people, if not all 3, to do some great things. There's some ones on the guy side. We have Ian Bain in the javelin, who's won a conference title last year. Probably felt like he should have gone to nationals. He's ready to really put things together, and last year he threw well here, and I think he's learned that, hey, I got to keep throwing big the rest of the year. Abby Wilson did not have the great season she wanted indoors, but outdoors is her thing, is throwing the discus. So she's going to have a chance to really pull out and get some things going. Again, when we get to the shorter, we go to longer hurdles in terms of the high hurdles. We've got some people, again, I think we're going to have people, again, like Dar, Perry, ready to go, and of course we see Patrick Kimball's been improving a lot. We expect him to do better when he gets over the longer distances over the hurdles. We've got our 4x1. One group I expect a big breakout is the guys 4x4. We've got a great group, and I think finally we're getting that group people together. We'll be adding Noah Williams to the group. He was hurt over the last year, but now he's healthy, and he's going to add that 4th person that may put us again where we can get to not only get to the first round, but maybe get to nationals. So there's a good group there that can pull out that will be a lot different than with indoors. Again, there's going to be some people come out of the woodwork, because we're just, again, our decathletes have been improving a lot. We'll see what happens there with them, and they'll just be, but all the different outdoor events, from people going from the weight to the hammer. The hammer is a different animal. Well, we've got some individuals I think that can do much better with the hammer than what they can do with the weight throw, and we'll see some performance. Again, we're going to get in the steeplechase, where we've got some athletes that have done well before, and they're going to move up. So it's a different world. If you notice, last year we went from, even though we took 2nd on the women's side, we got pretty much destroyed on the women's side, point-wise, by the first place team indoors. Then we came back outdoors, and we won by a significant amount. And we feel like we're always a better outdoor team than we are an indoor team.